Welcome into the Monday Night Quarterback Week 6 recap edition. We've got a lot of fun and exciting, nonsensical fantasy football to describe to all of our 12, now 15 growing listeners. But before we get into all of that and the fun and whatnot, we want to dedicate this episode off the top to my uncle, Joe Ift, who ended up passing away last week. Was diagnosed with a condition that was ultimately terminal here, but he was told at the time of his diagnosis that the longest that anybody had fought and survived for was 14 years. His goal was to beat that. The dude fought his ass off, made it 8. Hell of a man, leaves behind 3 kids, 11 grandkids, one hell of a legacy. We want to dedicate this episode to him, to Joe Ift. So appreciate you boys joining me in that, and thanks to all of our listeners. If you guys pray, send some good thoughts and wishes to him and his family, we would appreciate that very much. On to the business side of things here. This is the Monday Night Quarterback Week 6 recap edition. We have our trusty co-host, Mr. Drew. How you doing today, sir?
Oh, hanging in there.
You got any sponsors with you today?
I don't
want to spoil it. It's a Victory Monday, Drew. Can I get a little bit more spunk out of you?
I mean, yeah. When you're 1-5-1 or whatever, yeah. This is the best we're gonna get. Best we're gonna get.
Right.
If I make the playoffs, we'll get all spunky. Until then, yeah. I'm short on the sponsor. I'm sure I'll find something.
You'll find something. I should say that we're back with Athletic Brewing Company over here on my end. I'm getting dangerously close to grabbing the bourbon again. I think maybe next week we're gonna have that on deck. Maybe our trusty third wheel, we can call him, with some alleged good news coming out of the central screen. What's going on, Mr. Logan? How are you?
What's up, man? Yeah, doing well. You know me too well. Sponsored by Angels Envy tonight.
That a baby.
It's getting close to being gone. Got this bottle last year at Costco up in Michigan, and my wife just said, "Wow, you drank all that?" And I said, "I only drink it when I'm on this podcast with the boys. It's one of the sponsors, and they don't pay us anything." So it's no RFT fasteners or whatever Drew was sponsored by last week, but I'm doing my part. So
we appreciate that very much.
Definitely throwing up a toast to Uncle Joe. It was nice intro, Mike. Didn't know the man, but sounds like I wish I would have. So thinking of you and the family and all of the people that are affected by that.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you very much. We've got quite a bit of fun stuff to get to today. Drew, I didn't send you a dry erase board. However, I don't know if I did you one better, but I did something in substitute. So I'm going to save that for you. I'll keep the surprise here for just a couple more minutes. Can we jump into our pick'ems? Or Logan, should we get to the news of the hour, or should we hold it? Should we tease?
I say we just get to it first, because this was kind of the ultimate pick'em.
Oh, true.
Yeah. At the draft, as our listeners probably know by now, unless they fast forward through my parts, my wife is pregnant. She's due in February. And at the draft, we had Team Girl. One of these co-hosts has 3 girls, and one of these co-hosts has 5 boys. And so you could probably guess what side they were on. Mike picked girl, Drew picked boy. And I'm here to report for the first time on Monday Night Quarterback that Drew has won the bet.
Oh, I thought you were going to go with Drew
boy.
Has lost the bet. Oh, dang.
Yes.
Having a boy.
Oh, man.
Oh,
that's awesome. Congrats.
Yeah, we are super excited. My wife, if she had to choose, that was going to be her choice. And, it worked out in her favor. So let the fun begin in a couple months.
Oh, yeah.
Congratulations.
Look at my fantasy record. Boys are obviously bad luck. But, man, they're fun. I can tell you that. Not that the girls aren't, Mike. Don't.
Maybe this is what the league needs. Maybe this is what the league needs. The man has taken all of our money. Obviously, there's a good 529 plan already set up for this child. who I don't know if there's a name already picked out or not. Maybe we'll get to that later or next time you visit, perhaps. Who knows? I don't want to jump the shark, but the guy's already got a 529 set up. I'm sure the college plan is probably funded already with all the money that he's won.
Yeah.
Maybe this is good for the league. We can start getting some of that back. He can take a loan out from the 529.
That's our hope.
I mean, I did try to plan this, like I said, do in February. That's maybe NFL Super Bowl, but it's not CFFL Super Bowl. I'm pretty good with number crunching, so I might have done that on purpose, so I wasn't too distracted for this year.
Allegedly. All right, congrats, man. That's big news.
Thank
you. Awesome. We're excited to follow along for the journey.
Oh yeah.
We'll get some updates as we go. Man, that's big. All right, Drew, let's get us into the pick'ems. The secondary pick'ems, we should say. Yes?
Yeah, let's do it. Why not? What do we have here? Myself and Coyotes, 10-3. We got a bunch at 9-4 here. Looks like we have the Sharks, the club replacements, Kings, Tsunami, 8-5. Bandits, Titans, the Not Bushwhackers, the Renegades, all 8 wins. And the Regulators picked with a blindfold on this week. He was throwing darts at 5 and 8. And then we hop over to it was kind of boring this week on the Survivors. Everybody nailed it. Everybody's still in anyway. Nailed it. We had some Green Bay picks. We had the Indy pick, and a Pittsburgh pick. I had Indy clicked on my sheet up until I think like Thursday, and then I went to Green Bay. So since there were 5 picks for Green Bay, 1 for Pitt, 1 for Indy. Picking against Cleveland in Pittsburgh. I don't know if you guys have seen this. Little trivia for the crew here. When is the last time the Browns won in Pittsburgh? Name the year.
I'm 21, maybe. Logan, you know?
I don't know. 19.
2003.
Ah.
The last time Cleveland went to Pittsburgh and won a football game in the Steel City.
Wow.
So
that was like Jamal Lewis days.
Yeah. The quarterbacks, I can't even remember. Charlie Batch or something was the quarterback for Pittsburgh. I think it was awful. It was a joke. We had Tim Couch, I believe it was at the time.
I think Peyton Hillis' grandpa, maybe.
Yeah. It just so just based off that, since we had 5 picks for Green Bay and Renegades took Pittsburgh, which was a lock. Indy has to be the club. They get the ballsy pick of the week with Indy, which wasn't that ballsy really, although it turned out to be a close game with the Cardinals, which is a little baffling. I think that getting the midget Kyler Murray out of there helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think they just need to put him on ice, dude.
I think perhaps, yeah, a little, alleged parlay that might have been wagered was Indianapolis money line and then Bengals with the 14.5 to cover. That was post event. This is me giving out picks post event, alleged, of course. Hypothetically speaking, but I was excited to see Indianapolis pull that one out and, Green Bay to win, but keep it close. So good for them. Logan, how's your picking going? How you feeling about, you've got that loss with Arizona. You're back on track with Green Bay, the divisional rival, but they got it done for you. Where's your head at so far after week 6?
I feel all right, but it's going to be an uphill battle with 3 teams, 3 managers yet to lose one. I actually almost switched to Indy when they announced that Kyler is going to be out, and then I looked at the score in the late third yesterday, and it's glad I didn't do that. And turns out it wouldn't have mattered, but yeah, long way to go. I'm glad I'm still in it. I think I was out after week 3 last year, something like that. So uphill climb here and in the
Twice as long.
pick'em. Oh, yeah, exactly. We're just working our way up. But it's been a tough last few weeks for Survivor for sure.
It has, yeah. I mean, look at you. You're you're in twice as long for the Survivor pick. You're helping to promote population growth over there. There's just a lot of good things happening. Increasing longevity left and right, which is super exciting. I got to tell you, guys, I was in 11th place for the pick'ems on the year, and I fired myself. All right, we made a coaching change. I got fired. My picks are now in control by Clara, the 10-year-old. She's on it. She went 9 and whatever this week, so I told her she's giving herself another week. She's the interim picks manager. She's looking for a permanent position, perhaps to start next year. More to come on that. I should also let you guys know that with my roster contributions and constructions, it's been kind of up and down. Obviously, this team is doing well. You talked about when you found out Kyler was not playing anymore. Do you know when I found that out? I'll answer the rhetorical. You don't have to. That's okay. Is when I was coming off the soccer field because I got to manage Stella, the 6-year-old's soccer game. This is my third game managing. All right. I found it out after the fact. I saw this taller gentleman throwing footballs for the Cardinals instead of Drew, the short man. Is that what you said?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yep. Family show. I saw this larger gentleman. I'm like, oh, what's going on over there? And then I had the same thought you did, Logan. I was like, interesting. I don't know if this is good or bad for what's going on, but I also have to let you guys know, the roster I put together for the soccer team. I'm defeated as a coach. I'm 0-3. So kids played hard, played their tails off, but we just didn't get it done at the end of the day. But the snacks were phenomenal. Stella, direct quote, I got to eat more snacks out of this bag than any snack since kindergarten or first grade. So she loved that. Shout out to the mom who put those snacks together. Thank you very much.
As long as you're winning snack time.
Right.
All that matters.
Is there anything else? Drew, you got anything else on the picks of the Survivor?
No, let's get to it.
All right. Guys, heads up here. I got to see if I can do this correctly or not. Bear with me on the tech side of things. Tech Lord over here, Logan, a little Easter egg. I'm going to go to this one. I'm going to try to learn how to go back and forth. Can you see this, gentleman?
Oh, yeah.
We're not a fact-checking website or podcast until this very moment. Should we go through the recaps, Drew?
But I think we can maybe do this simultaneously. Is that?
Yeah. So I'd like to start with, can we do the replacements against the regulators?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I think is this one over? No. We saw Bijan scoring like billions.
Yeah, this is a live look in. We want to get the pulse now, all right, with Mr. Logan, and we can jump back into it.
We might have to come back to this one.
We might have to. All right, I put I put these graphics together. We had the tech side put these graphics together early. We just want to see kind of where we're at and what's going on. I don't know if you guys can see this yet or not, but this is iteration 1. This is the alpha version. So bear with me. Drew, take us into kind of where we're at with this one. All right.
Yeah. Well, replacements 66 points, regulators 61. But hold your beer, sports fans. We have Drake London and Matt Prater in play for the replacements here, up 5 points. And on the other side here for the regulators, we still have Bijan Robinson, who is scoring points, to put it mildly, on this one. And Atlanta's up 7, so it was 21-7 at half. Now we're at 21-14. Buffalo has the football with about under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter. So this is a beautiful game script for Bijan. I think he has a touchdown run of 81 yards, and then he has another run of like 40 some yards. So he's He's only at a measly 149 yards rushing right now with 1 touchdown. So,
I mean, nothing to shake a stick at.
yeah, this dude is he's insane, man. He is just blowing it up. And all of this, as we can see here on the screen, was done without a quarterback. The tiny the Oompa Loompa did not play. So I'm feeling Violet, or what is it? You're turning Violet. Yeah, Kyler Murray doesn't play. Regulators said, "F it, I don't need a quarterback," and he is now trying to utilize Dijon Mustard here to score all the points for his running back slot and his quarterback, and try to upset the replacements here.
He said, hold the Grey Poupon. I'm going to go with the Bijan. And, in his defense, though, dude, his backup quarterback also did not play in the football game.
Yeah,
so it's not like he got to Sunday, heard the news, and was like, oh, let me just swap out. He didn't miss it. He didn't have the option. Logan, I know you were maybe having a little technical difficulties over there. Are we good to go?
I've tech lorded my way back, and we're good now.
Welcome back to the promised land. How did you feel when you saw that Kyler was out and there was no change to be made?
Yeah, it felt really good, obviously. Goddard putting up some points on Thursday didn't have me feeling great, and so that was a nice little rejuvenation when I was looking at the matchup on Sunday morning, seeing that he only had Brock Purdy, normal-sized human that also didn't play. But his boys balled out, and it's still not over. And I'm sweating this exact matchup with London and Bijan in another one of my leagues, and it's about this close too. So I keep peeking over at the TV, hoping that Bijan's not going for another 75-yard touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, this is a little touch and go. Perhaps, as I put the graphic together with maybe like a minute left to go before I had to pick up Clara from dance, I probably should have put this one later in the windup. But we can come back to it.
Hopefully not.
Yeah, hopefully not. Hopefully not. So let's dive into it. What mistakes were made? What things can what advice can we provide? What did you see out of this one, if anything?
No mistakes made. I mean, Bijan's tearing it up. Drake London, 9 catches, 147 and a touchdown, just saving Logan's ass here. Big time plays there from London as well. I mean, if London does what has he done? 2-1-2-11.
Right.
If he does any of that, you're absolutely sweating bullets right now.
Yep.
Needing him to come through in the clutch. Which, again, without a quarterback, this is crazy. Pickens, insane. Metcalf playing the Browns, so go figure. He gets a touchdown. Just big scoring all around. A lot of fun. A lot of good fake football going on here.
Yeah.
Drake May, I think he just needs to be like cemented in the starting lineup at this point. That guy, he's gone over 100 QBR. What is it? 5 straight games now.
He might be the dude after all.
Yeah.
Turns out he could be the dude, and he's got the running ability. But what do? You sit Dak, the other dude? I don't know.
Yeah.
Other than maybe trade one of those assets and replace with a secondary backup or play bye weeks appropriately. I mean,
you got Drake May on a week 14 bye, and Prescott is on a week 10 bye. Week 14 they play Detroit. I mean, you can kind of play the matchups. The hard part is they're both pretty good. So unless one of them's playing like a top 5 pass defense, it's hard. You kind of want to play both of them.
Yeah, Logan, I want to peek behind the curtain here in a minute, but I mean, you got to feel good with Drake London coming out. Obviously, Ted Rowe and McMillan doing the same thing. Trey McBride's getting in the box. The mantra of him, can't score, just catching lots of passes. Obviously that's busted this week, so that's got to be helpful. Gibbs, though, with the 3 points, obviously your stars, he's getting a lot of touches, but didn't put it up on the scoreboard for you. General feeling after this one, where you at?
Oh, still feeling good. Taylor almost kind of busted for me too until he scored the late touchdown. So it's not going to be often that my team is carried by the receivers, but got lucky with McMillan. He's been really good. He just hadn't scored any touchdowns. So I was thinking it's going to happen at some point, and then he has his worst yardage game, but he scores twice. So it's just, it's gold in this league, but it's just kind of going to be random. Yeah, McBride getting in is not going to happen much, but he's a tight end. So
might be the difference that you needed to make it happen. Can you give us a window into the Dak Prescott versus Drake May thought process going forward?
I just thought that Dallas and Carolina was going to be really high scoring. Didn't really trust either defense in that one. Not that I trust the Saints to do much of anything. Drake May has been so good, but Dak's been good too. And it's not going to get easier when CD Lamb comes back, because I think they're both going to be like top 6 to 8 quarterbacks every week. So I don't know if I'd actually be able to trade them for anything useful. I don't know. Maybe I'll trade them to the Regulators for Puka, since Puka only put up 1 point. Get a little depth piece on my team. Give him a starting quarterback.
What's the word on Puka? Return. Do you know?
After the bye is what I heard. They have a game in London this week, and then I think they're on a bye. So
okay.
Or if the Regulators, if you're listening, I heard Puka might be out for the year.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you gotta choose your words carefully there. But we deal in the facts business. That's why people don't fact check us.
Bijan points.
I know. I saw this man running free in the open field, and I'm like, man, that is kind of terrifying to play against him right now. Sorry, Logan.
I don't like it.
Yeah. Hey, I had different podcasts where the baby was down here and on shows, right? And hopefully, knock on wood, we're out of that phase. That's me knocking on wood. But I do have the monitor over here. I do want to introduce you guys to a different party to be heard from. This is Miss Clara. She popped down to say goodnight. Send her love to the Monday Night Quarterback listeners. You got anything to say? Nothing. She just hopes we win. We'll get to that episode in just a little while. Gentlemen, you got anything to say to the lady or no?
Tell Clara nice picks this week.
Oh, yeah. I told him you did the picks, Clara.
Oh, thank you.
She says thank you. She appreciates that very much.
Well played. Well played.
Yeah, keep it up. I told him you got another week.
What did we do?
We went 9-4, something like that. We covered that earlier in the show. You can watch it later. But I love you. You get some sleep.
Okay, I'm going to stay for one more minute.
She's going to stay for one more minute, and then she's getting kicked out. Drew, you got anything else you see on the Regulator side of things? I feel like this guy, he's destined back. Are we going back to the same territory that he was in last year? One of the top point scorers, but not getting enough wins to make it to the playoffs? Toilet Bowl champ?
Nah, I don't think so. Teams, the depth's a little scary. I think we've covered that. But the starters, they're sexy. So, I think he'll be all right. Are we diving into who picked who here? I do believe that I may have had the about to have a boy team here. I think that's
Stand by. Let's double check. Let's fact check, Drew. Can we fact check?
Let's fact check it.
Drew on the replacements, me on the Regulators. Logan, I'm sorry, but here we are. Bijan is a scary dude. Let's see what happens. You know what I'm saying?
It's not over yet.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, not.
That green circle or rectangle, whatever that is, that can move hands. Shall we move to the next?
Yeah, where are we going?
Let us travel down to the club versus the Renegades. This one is decided. Drew, looks like we chose poorly in the Indiana Jones.
This is not decided. James Cook.
Again? Did I do it again?
Yeah, James Cook has a fourth quarter, and he has 4 points. And Dalton Kincaid has a fourth quarter and has 0 points. And Matt Gay has a missed field goal and an extra point, has 1 point.
Oh my goodness, what am I doing?
Oh, yeah. So not decided. Absolute barn burner here.
Wow.
With the club and the Renegades, but
not
98%.
We gotta have somebody fact check my graphics, Drew.
Yeah, we do.
I sent you the link. Did you not look at this?
I did not. No.
Okay, my bad. I sent it to you 5 minutes ago. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all your fault.
All right.
I did not.
Okay, Logan.
Uh,
Logan, who's going to win this game?
I think the Renegades hold on. I mean, it's 98% to 2%, right? So
Yeah.
obviously it's a total slam dunk. I think James Cook might score and make it really interesting, but then Washington's kicker has to get like a couple points in the second half, is my thought.
Just missed a field goal. So you're thinking like James Cook touchdown now, get the Players Club thinking, hey, they got their first victory. Obviously tasted the tie last week, but then Matt Gay comes through and just stomps a mud hole and crushes dreams.
Yeah, stomps a mud hole with like one field goal.
That would
probably
do it.
all it would take, unless Cook goes for a bunch more yards. But I don't know. This is not a 98% matchup at all. This is a true coin flip.
Yeah. All right. Drew, what mistakes were made? What do we need to fix going forward?
Man, both these teams are struggling. There's not a lot to fix. I mean, the club needs to get some of his guys off this bye. You know, that really hurts. Jefferson on bye. Terry didn't play again. Yeah. So he just needs the
Chase
bye week
Brown's
to be
been on
over,
bye
get
all
JJ
year.
back out there. Yeah, Chase Brown is. Yeah, I don't know if Flacco can turn him around, but yeah, not so much mistakes. Renegades, you know, we're kind of pulling for her. She needs a win. The club also winless, so you know it's
a true battle here, a true battle, man. Logan, bright spots. Tell me bright spots.
Bright spot for the club would be he made it to the Super Bowl last year. It was a really good run for him. Bright spots for the Renegades. Daniel Jones, Jared Goff is a pretty good 1-2 punch. Indiana Jones, baby. And my boy in Detroit. The quarterback position should be pretty solid for most weeks. Getting Rashad White on the team with Bucky Irving, a little Bucky insurance. That was a really good move. Underrated. Kind of flew under the radar, you know, but I like the trade because Bucky might be out for a couple more weeks. And that's about where it stops as far as bright spots. But hey, a win's a win for whoever gets it. Maybe they tie. Maybe the club gets a second tie. That would be electric.
That would be electric. So electric.
Yeah. But hey, hopefully both teams had fun.
I'm going to throw one more bright spot at you. Number one receiver, Zay Flowers, who will be getting his quarterback back allegedly after their bye, which is next week, week 7. So I think that could turn some things up a little bit for the Renegades. But guys, I'm going to glance on the bench real quick. Mike Evans, he'll be coming back eventually, right? He likes to catch touchdown passes.
Maybe Quentin Johnson out too.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. You know, she's not going to. We're not talking playoffs. We're not talking playoffs over here, but you know, there's some signs of optimism anyhow. Okay. Signs of optimism. Drew, any more juice you want to squeeze out of this one?
No, we got it. We'll come back to it. I think that we'll double tap this one just to see where we're at.
We can definitely do that. I mean, either way, hey, if we get a change in this, man, not only do we get a win for the Renegades, keep the club winless, but then we both get a win in our picks column. Okay.
That's right.
And then Logan, I don't want you to feel left out. All right. We'll don't worry, your face is going to be on there for week number 7. Okay.
Perfect.
All right. We're going to travel over to the Coyotes and the Titans. This one hopefully is finalized. Drew, is this one good?
Coyotes and Titans.
100%.
All right. So I got me getting the win on this one for the Titans. As I try and I'm just trying to navigate over here. There's a lot of buttons to be clicked. You know, I don't want to complain. You know, it's good work if you can get it, but just doing my best. Bear with me one second as we navigate. There we go.
Titans stay undefeated. Coyotes fall.
I know this was the big battle, right? The battle for 6-0. I mean, both these teams are in great positions. You know, what did you see that made the difference in this one, Drew?
Well, Josh Jacobs absolutely tore it up. Roma Dunze, actually, he could get some more points added to that 50 spot with Roma Dunze only catching one ball for 11 at halftime here. Chicago with the lead. Lad McConkey sighting. He lives. The
Whoa.
lad lives.
How
7
about
catches, 100, and a tutty. You just need Quentin Johnson out of the lineup. The guy who, every fantasy expert told you this preseason couldn't catch a football. He kind of took over that wide receiver core for the Chargers. But now Lad's alive and well. And Laporta, finally, hitting pay dirt. Nothing out of the kicker there. So, yeah, it was, you score 50, you should win, right?
Yeah.
You did that.
Yeah, you give yourself a chance to win. This is Joey Sly's second 0. Ask me how I know. First one, he was on my team. I think he was hurt, though, right? I think he didn't play.
Yeah, that's kind of a mess right there. I think that's a dropper right there. Just
100%.
Just getting, and you got a kicker on the bench.
This is exactly why you got to have kicker insurance, man. He's got it.
Hey, this guy had no kickers.
He's got it. He didn't play it.
He had no kickers. Logan, what a point. Yeah. Remind the people.
I might have lost because of it.
Allegedly. Because we're nice guys. All right. We're nice co-commissioners.
Exactly.
We're sorry about that. All right. What'd you see on the Coyote side? Logan, is this, we had talked about maybe the Coyotes are a paper tiger coming into this week. We said, we looked at this level of competition. I think we checked out the power rankings. We might have also allegedly looked at strength of schedule to see kind of what that looked like for the first 5 weeks. Early returns were, maybe not the most stout yoked of opponents that he went up against to get that 5-0 record. Do we need to turn up the worry-o-meter on the Coyotes, Logan? Cause for concern?
I don't think there's a lot of cause for concern. I think the team overall is still quite good, especially, as a Lamar truther yourself, you talk about how they're going to get him back after the bye. That's going to help Derrick Henry. He still had 122 yards with God knows what they had at quarterback this week.
Based on everything I'm hearing, he's basically dead. I had no idea he had 122 yards. That's awesome. Right.
Yeah, I really didn't know either until I'm looking at it now. I am waiting for the other shoe to drop with Javonte Williams. That just screams he's going to crash and burn at some point. But, he had a rough week this week, but still too early to give up on that. He's been so good. And then Amon-Ra and Jake Ferguson. Jake Ferguson, I think, is probably the tight end 1.
Yeah, has to be. Yeah.
Yeah. And Amon-Ra has got to be close to wide receiver 1. So it's still a good team, I think. The 3-headed quarterback that none of them are probably that good. It's an interesting look. Tyreek Hill still on the team. Interesting look.
Vibes guy.
Yeah. Good glue guy, keeps the team motivated and good cheerleader over
there. Good soul, just a genuinely good dude, I hear.
Yeah, and legitimately beats the crap family show out of you if you have a bad week. That's motivational. That's all I got. It's still a good team. I like the Coyotes, but if I was facing the Coyotes in the playoffs, allegedly, I'm not sure I would be super scared.
Yeah, I think I'm worried, man, because no bye weeks this week for him. There's not a lot of depth on there other than the 3-headed quarterback monster and the kicker insurance, which, wasn't mentioned previously, that I got to shout out. There's not a lot of depth supplemental insurance that's in there. So I'm concerned. My panic meter on the Coyotes, I'm up to a 3.5, 4 range right now. Obviously, you got the 5 wins in the bag. We can't take them away from them. We're not going to. Why would we do that? But there was a lot of praise heaped on the Angelo for Super Bowl champion train earlier in the year. It might be time to pump the brakes. Drew, I want to know what your thoughts are. Are the Golden Titans, do they have a legitimate shot at going undefeated for the rest of this regular season?
They're not going to go undefeated.
Okay.
I think was it 10 wins in a row is I believe the
Spoken
record.
like a man who updated the sheets with me in the offseason. Yes, sir. That sounds about right. 10 or 11, something like that.
Yeah, I believe it's in that range. I don't know.
This is 6.
That's so hard.
If it's 10, that's 60% of the way. I'm no mathematician.
That's excellent math on the fly. 60%. Yeah, I don't know. Not going undefeated. No, that's like plus 10,000. I think.
Whoa. Whoa.
Odds there. That's not happening.
Bet MNQB. I'd sprinkle like $2 on that. No problem.
I would too, because those odds are phenomenal. But it's not going to happen. So you're just wasting $2. Won't happen. Can he get to 10? I mean, technically, yes, because he doesn't have a loss. Will he? Again, I'd still say that's up around a plus 900. Not likely. So will be interesting to see though.
Logan, talk to me about his bench. Where's his depth at? How you feel about his depth?
Not great. Jordan Mason, the time is ticking away for him. I think Aaron Jones should be back at some point. And then I think his value kind of plummets. I kept looking at Rashid Shaheed every single week on the waiver wire and just telling myself not to do it, even though the guy's insanely fast. He is going to have a lot of these 4 for 28 weeks. Really, there's not much here unless Christian McCaffrey goes down or something like that.
Easy. Don't put that out into the universe. What are you talking about, sir?
Hey, I have him on a couple teams. I don't want it either. I'm just, trying to bring the facts here.
How about a dude like Kayshon Boutte with the truth thrown to him? That might be somebody worth mentioning, right?
If I had him on my team, I would try not to fall into the trap of starting him after this game because he might do a 4 for 28 or a 3 for 43, maybe or 1 for 18 like his last 2 weeks. I mean, it's impossible to predict in New England.
They got a quite a connection over there. These two teams, obviously family, blood related, well, in-law related. And then the Renegades obviously have a connection with these guys as well. I'm wondering if maybe, we can get a little Kayshon Boutte, capitalize on the great performance, a little trade action going over there, help the Renegades out a little bit. Who's to say? Maybe something.
You would love to see it.
You would. We've got 2 trades already approved and processed for the year, so more could be made.
Usual.
I know. What's our trade deadline? Does anybody know? Can we report on that?
Oof. Nah. It's usually like November. I don't know. Somewhere in November.
End at week 10.
Week 10. All right. See, there we go. We got some time. Good work on the not fact checking, Logan. I appreciate that.
Oh.
All right. We squeezed it all out of that one. The juice.
Next.
All right, gents. Moving on to the Kings getting the win against the Slingshots. Drew, you picked up a win in this one. If those of you keeping track, you're up as things currently stand 2-1. But obviously a couple of things still in play here. I'll navigate back over to the old competition so we can see what the scores look like, and then let's dive into it. Just a minute here. So many buttons. There's got to be an easier way. There we go. We made it. Look at that beautiful vehicle staring at you. Also got 2 and 4 staring at you though as well. So not phenomenal. Kings get up to mediocrity. Still scoring points. Josh Allen almost killed me last week, but didn't. Appreciate that. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Logan, why don't you start us off on this one? Mr. Fact Check Man, and let us know. I was worried when I played the Kings. Okay, I thought his team was formidable. Give us a little Kings post week. What is this? 6 analysis.
The Kings are in trouble, I think.
In trouble.
Despite the win. Yeah, I said it. Josh Allen is not the reliable 20-point, 30-point monster that he normally is. He's had a 29 in week 1. I think the 3 of us and the kids could probably put up some points on Baltimore's defense. But he's got a 4. Right now he's sitting at 8, 11 against the Patriots. it's, he's being lifted up by that first week. I'm probably going to eat my words big time, and he's going to just go scorched earth the rest of the year. But he hasn't really been himself this year so far. And then, Rico Dowdle's been insane the last couple weeks. That might be a good time to try to trade him. I'm not sure you can expect him to do that every single week. Back-to-back 20-pointers.
Historic
insane.
yardage total. Yeah, it's just absurd.
Like AJ Brown hasn't been the guy really all year. He's starting Jake Tongues at tight end. Andres Borealis, the Northern Lights.
I think,
at
yeah,
kicker.
Aurora Borealis, I think is what you meant.
We don't fact check here. It's Andres
Right.
Borealis. If you're in like Costa Rica, that's what they call it. But and then the bench is, a lot of dart throws, and I don't really see a ton of threatening players here from week to week.
Okay. I think Josh Allen, man, he's a guy, if we're looking at averages, he's up there. I hear you on the 29, but he's got point totals of 14, 17, 11. So 4 out of the 6 weeks so far, he's double digits, and he's still got how many minutes left to go in this game here? They're down, so they're going to be 8:43 left to go in this one. So, we could definitely see a double-digit point scorer up here as well. Yeah, but otherwise, I kind of agree with you. I'm not super stoked on Ashton Genty, although he's had some pop-up weeks as well. But look at all the down weeks, right? So 7, 2, 3, 23, and then back down to 5, and then 9 again this week. That the Raiders team just isn't, anything that's really jumping out at me. Drew, what about, do you see stuff on the bench that could supplement his squad or no?
Chuba Hubbard comes back, and then who do you start? Rico or Chuba? That could be a disaster because one of them is going to get in the end zone, the other isn't. And I'm trying to remember back in the Chargers days with Ryan Matthews, and who was that? Was it Mike Tolbert? The bowling ball behind him?
Yeah,
I think I owned. Yeah, I owned both of them one season in a Yahoo league. I literally started the wrong one every effing week, dude. It was the most frustrating thing. I don't do the whole handcuff thing because I get you want to handcuff your superstars. I get that. I don't do it that often because it can turn into a really crappy situation, and it just annoys me. And I have PTSD from Ryan Matthews and the bowling ball, so I generally don't do that. He could be in a real bad spot when Chuba comes back because Rico's going to get carries, Chuba's going to get carries, and yeah, Tyler Algier. This is very interesting. I think he has a touchdown. Yeah, he has 3 touchdowns. So they had the bye last week. Week before he scored, he had a 0 against Carolina, 1 carry, 4 yards, 16, 10, 16, and 16 carries out of 3 out of 5 games. I mean, he's not getting a ton of action in this one, but he did get a touchdown. So he might actually be a guy to start. I don't know. It's still weird.
Logan's thrilled that he got a touchdown. Let me just say, we're going to live look into Logan's matchup here in 1 second. I can see the sweat pouring down your forehead right now. But I got 2 points to make. Let me see if I can remember both of them. One, maybe, so we talked about Josh Allen, isn't maybe at the level that he was last year during the MVP season. Maybe Atlanta is just an amazing team at home. You get this team in the dome, man, and they're, I don't know that they've lost the game at home so far this season. They've been playing super well. Maybe they're a really good team. Maybe Michael Penix is the straw that stirs the drink over there. Perhaps,
they
maybe
play like Barnum and Bailey on the road. No, well, pun intended, I guess, because it's the circus when they're on the road. They're awful.
True.
It's so hard to judge this team week to week.
Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe Bills are in that Coyotes camp of paper tiger. I'd have to look back at their schedule to verify that, but I'm not 100% sure. So maybe somebody else can check me on that. Second point, you guys were talking about handcuffs and how you hate them. Generally, I agree. Okay. I will call back to maybe my favorite season. I think it was the year that I won the Super Bowl so many moons ago. I can't even say that word anymore. I can't remember. And I just get excited talking about it, obviously. CJ 2K and
Lendale
White. Oh my goodness. I had Lendale White in the roster every single week, and I feel like he scored 2 touchdowns a week. And then CJ 2K was running for 150, 200 yards. So I had the yardage guy, and I had the touchdown guy. Put them both in every single time, and it paid off. Loved it. Thanks for the call back on that. Yeah, I don't know.
Fact check inbound.
Yep.
On the strength of schedule so far for the Bills. Their first 4 games, those teams have a combined 3 wins.
Yeah, see? Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, look at me. I was on it.
New England beat them. That's a decent team, and now they're playing Atlanta.
With the truth.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's looking – but I will say, too, that Josh Allen last year, like, he had your 12 to 18 points, about every week kind of thing. And then I think it was the last third of the season come playoff time where he had those back-to-back games in our league. I think he scored like 38 and then like 29 or something. It was absurd. So I do think, and that's how he wins MVP. So it's a long season. You know what I mean? You got to take some of your 10-point games, your 15-point games out of Josh, and then, and then he'll sprinkle in some magic with those 30s and 25s and 35s, and so I'm not too worried there.
All right, gents, I want to get back to the slingshots and analyze their team. We got to do a live look in over here because I saw it was tied at 66. What happened there, Logan? Oh, I know what happened there. Whoa. Okay. Do you know what happened? I saw it tied at 66 there for a minute. You had
was it Russian interference?
It was not Russian interference, allegedly. Bijan Robinson was over 200 total yards from scrimmage.
Oh no.
When that happens, you get the 3 bonus points.
Oh.
But he was tackled for a 2 or 3 yard loss just a couple minutes ago. Logan, you need some field goals. You need a
Prater.
Yeah. or you just need Buffalo to score. Because I think Drake
London
just
punted, so not feeling great about that.
Yeah. You need Drake London maybe to I don't know. Yeah, he's probably not gonna. Yeah, maybe a fumble from Bijan, but then he's gonna run the ball. So if he gets the bonus points but fumbles, that's not great either. Oh man, I was looking at it. I'm like, they're tied. We got to go back and see what's going on. That's what happened. All right. Deep rest. It's gonna be okay.
It's gonna be Algier time down the stretch. Don't worry. I have full faith.
The closer, right? The closer.
Exactly.
We'll keep updates coming. Drew, talk to me about the slingshots for a minute while Logan takes a deep breath over there and tries to woosah into that paper bag.
Yeah, get that paper bag out. Or drink some of that bourbon, and we'll talk about the slingshots. Dobbins, nothing there. That was just an ugly game. Sutton, I mean, he's rolling 2 in Denver there, so that was ugly. Pittman didn't get in the end zone this week. He had been. Waller touchdown, so a lot of tight end. Is it tight end weekend? Is it?
It's always tight end weekend, Drew. Always.
It's not. No, the National Tight End Day or whatever.
I thought we just made that every day.
No, this is one specific day on a calendar. They don't even get the whole weekend. It's just a day. But anyway, it's pretty rough over there in not slingshot land. Stephon Diggs, he came back down. All that scoring out of New England, not for him though. He's kind of a joke at this point, I think. Not looking good for the slingshots. The not slingshots.
All right. Going to 2 and 4 on the season. Kind of they're going the way of their quarterback, Drew. Jalen Hurts quarterbacking now the hapless Philadelphia Eagles, Super Bowl champions, but not for much longer. Is what it seems. It's kind of, band of misfits over there. Not really getting it done. Ramondre Stevenson, I'm genuinely surprised he's still on the New England Patriots. At this point, I could say the same thing about Travion. I'm sorry, Travion. I know it hurts. It hurts me just as much as it hurts you. But yeah, I think I'm going to have to agree with you. Logan, do you have anything else you want to say about the slingshots, or can we move on?
I just wanted to say that Tyler Algier just had a phenomenal 6-yard run in the Falcons game, so that he should get more carries. The slingshots are in trouble Nico Collins isn't very good this year. It's not his fault. It's his team's fault. None of the other players on the bench are really very good. Mark Andrews is somehow worse than Darren Waller. That tells you all you need to know. Yeah, let's move on.
All right, we can move on. I am going to Tech Lord back over. Shout out to Levitan. Did you see the Algier run, or would you see Logan? Why are you shaking your hands?
He just caught a swing pass, and he looked like
Yeah,
Barry Sanders in the open field.
he did look very, very formidable.
Yeah,
100%.
why do they even have Bijan when you have Tyler Algier?
That's what I'm saying.
Logan, I'll have you know that the green rectangle has been changed. It's no longer on your team. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that.
So I got to let you know that, and just, you know, in the interest of full transparency. Okay. It's
Appreciate
not
that.
not personal.
You're not at 98% anymore, Logan.
I think
The good news is you're still at a majority with 64, but not anymore.
Until-
Just kidding. This is quick. Things are happening fast here. You're now at 45%.
all right, we'll jump into it.
Penix throws a beautiful pass on the sideline to someone wearing a single-digit jersey number, and it's not number 5, it's number 7.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
What is another one for 3 yards? It's just keeping going. All right, let's move on, shall we? Let's move on. Drew.
Yes.
We had no faith in you, man. Right?
No, we had zero faith in me.
But I can tell you're getting happier by the moment. I don't know if it's Logan's demise or if it's your victory. But let's dive into it, shall we?
It's Logan's demise.
All right. Deep breaths, everybody. It's gonna be fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Oh no, the baby is crying. You got to be kidding me. Yeah, there's so many screens. So many screens.
The baby is a big Algier fan too. I totally get it.
Gee, go back to bed. All right. Drew, how's it feel to get the first win?
Yeah, not great. 44 points. Jaden Daniels
And counting.
so far. Yeah. Yeah, well, supposedly, 83 yards in the third quarter out of Jaden Daniels. Just not happy there. Bill, 10 carries, 41, not awful. He does have a fumble, so it sets me back one. He's been solid, so I'm not complaining there. It's, he can have a week off. Butker, if anybody wants Butker, his ass is hitting the wire. I'm just not beautiful. Missing a not a really crazy field goal for me. Just not cutting the mustard. Brian Thomas finally gets in the end zone, but I think I know what we all want to talk about with my roster.
Come on, Drew. Why is it taking so long?
That's Scatabo, man. Thursday night, him and Jackson. Damn, those dudes are so cool, man. I like them. The little post game, getting naked with Fitzmagic, baby, bumping uglies, man. Scatabo he's my boy, dude. I love him. I don't see him crushing it like this every week. I know he's a beast, but taking those hits like that, you see that dip in the middle of the season, and then if they could get back into contention, you might see them kind of turn it back up. That's common for running backs. So it's a tough game, and to play like that, it really kills longevity. But is he fun to watch? So, he's cemented in the lineup. I don't care who they're playing. I'm rolling Scatabo, ride or die, man. We'll see what happens.
Love it. Love to see it. I don't. Any team that's starting Tony Pollard, you got issues. Logan, I'm going to need your help to run interference and talk about this game while I go grab the child. I think. Help me out a little bit, will you?
Oh yeah, that's what I'm here for. Thank you again to Angels Envy for helping me get through this. I have to be honest. Your recap of your own team sounded pretty good, Drew. I was mostly watching the Falcons game. Do we need to talk about the Bandits? I don't think we really need to. This is atrocious, right?
Yeah, we like Quinshawn, right? Dude's a beast. Just
Yeah.
Somehow playing Pittsburgh's defense, who has been, speaking of atrocious, against the run all season long. But hey, don't worry, the Browns are in town. They'll find a way to make you look like, all pros on that defensive side. Yeah, Jamar Chase finally coming to life. Travis Swifty, where, what are your thoughts on the Kelsmeister? I mean, he's doing the podcast with Big Bro. I mean, is it time for him to just kind of be done, you think, or what are you feeling from Kelsey?
I think he sees the writing on the wall where the body's kind of breaking down a little bit. He's moving about as fast as I move after playing like 6 hours of volleyball the night before. Not very fast. And I think this is going to be his last year. I think 6 for 78 is probably the best stat line that you'll really see out of him. The occasional touchdown, but Rashee Rice is going to come back and take a lot of his short little passes. So I think it might just be, I mean, especially for the Bandits, he's already got half the Browns starting. Might as well throw Harold Fannin in there and just make it a real Cleveland party for the rest of the year.
You love to hear about Rashee Rice coming back, as the baby's not like full crying in the present moment, just little cries here and there. Until I get anything crazy. What screen do we need to go to next, gentlemen? Drive me.
Well, we were just talking about the Bandits here, and I think the last kind of closing point on that I'd like to make is: does he watch the Browns play football? I don't understand how you can have this history of trash and then think, oh, here's my draft strategy. I'm going to take all the Browns. I actually have the opposite draft strategy: is do not under any circumstance take anybody from the Browns. I think Trent Richardson taught me that lesson really well, because I believe I got him in round 1 after his 1,000-yard season. And I think by the end of the season, he was on waivers where he belonged. Yeah, so I kind of feel bad for Tom. Just like Tom, I want the Browns to be good. I want them to do well, but they suck. So it's time to move on. They'll probably be moving on from Stefanski. Tom needs to move on and separate fantasy football from fandom, because it doesn't work out when you're a Browns fan. So
you think they're going to move on from Stefanski?
I've been saying for a long time about pretty much every coach the Browns have had for the last decade and a half. Stop changing coaches like underwear. Just stop. You can't expect to win and go to the playoffs when you change coaches every 2 years. You just can't.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think Stefanski's a decent coach. I think the play calling is getting a little ugly. I feel like but again, we're changing quarterbacks every 3 weeks, so it makes it's like this never-ending conundrum. You're just on the hamster wheel. You can't change quarterbacks and expect the play calling to be, up here when you got a guy that's only played 2 NFL games. So
right,
my guess is, yeah, he'll get gone and he'll go be an OC, back with the Vikings or something like that. And he'll do great there. It'll look better. He might actually have a real quarterback somewhere. So, but yeah, it's a wait and see game. It's a wait and see. Logan, I mean, hopping back over here. So we got the 68-66. We're down to the 2-minute warning, and we got Atlanta in the red zone. They are up 7 though. You think Drake London can? I mean, he can get a point, 2 yards. He needs 2 yards for a point, but you need Prater. You need some Prater action. And down 7,
which I'm not gonna count on Prater at all. I think it's got to be, if I'm gonna win, London has to get in. But knowing what Josh Allen can do, I would just go for a touchdown here. Although they were just celebrating like they basically have won the game on a defensive penalty. So I don't know what's going on, but I'm probably screwed.
Buffalo with 3.
the game on, do you got what's the timeout count here for Buffalo?
We got
They call them?
Buffalo 3 timeouts left. First down run for like a yard or two. Timeout Buffalo. They've got enough timeouts to salvage this game.
So
and-
second and goal here. They burned one, right?
Yeah,
Is it-
Logan, if you can keep Bijan out of the end zone here, this could be a hey, let's go down, take the early field goal situation, and then come back at the onside kick and win the game. That could be how this thing sets up. So we got 2 outs here if we're playing poker. All right, we got Drake London scoring a touchdown, win, or we got the long game. Hey,
the bad news is Bijan is 1 point away or 10 yards away from another point, and it looks like they're on the 13 now. Their bus is in reverse. So
they went backwards again. Another handoff, 2-yard loss. Algier this time. Sorry, Logan. Timeout Buffalo. 3rd and goal on the 15.
You got to throw it here, right?
You got to run.
You're taking the field goal. You're taking the field goal.
Yeah, Bijan on the sideline, not coming in. You got to run the ball to kill the timeout. You have to. That's the only way to play the game.
So you have an out. Yeah, I mean we're coming to the river here. Last card's coming out, but you do have an out.
You do have an
RT Sports says I have a 61% chance catching that. That flush.
These guys crush my soul. I can't. How the hell do you have a 61% chance?
Hey, you're saying there's a chance, Drew. You're saying there's a chance.
Exactly. I'm saying there's a chance. I'm saying the chance is about 15 to 20%, not 61. Anyway.
All right, let's see.
Every week I bitch about the same stuff. Cover your ears, Cheer.
Penix in the pistol takes the snap, hands off to Algier. Algier back to the line of scrimmage, tackled. Last timeout, minute 40 seconds, minute 47 left to go in this ball game. Field goal ensuing on the way.
Officially
I guess
coming to the river.
You need this guy to make the field goal. You have to see it, right? Otherwise, you lose.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah. So whoever this dude is needs to make the field goal for Atlanta. It's not Young Ho Koo, is it? Oh, no. Is it? No. Parker Romo.
No. Yeah, Parker.
Okay.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we can monitor. I think we can cover one more here.
Yeah. Good call. Good call. I got to get the child to bed here in a decent hour as well. Thank you. Keep me on track.
One left to cover here.
We might have saved the best matchup for last.
Yeah.
Yeah. Green rectangle.
Matchup, right?
Green rectangle to be forthcoming. Oh, I moved the old green rectangle on the one slide, but not the other.
Oh no.
Bear with me. There we go. Tsunami Sharks. Drew, you had Tsunami. Mike, I had the Sharks. I don't know.
Mike had Mike.
Mike had me. I had me. He had
Mike
me.
Action.
He is him.
Yeah.
Stand by. We're getting over there. All right, now there we are. All right.
Yeah.
I tell you what. Anytime you score 61 points, you got to feel good about yourself a little bit, right?
That's right.
Caleb Williams just did throw a touchdown pass to Roma Dunze in the corner. It was called back for some penalty I don't know about because I don't have the volume turned up, but it looked like a good touchdown to me. There was another 3 points. That's 64 to 67. But instead they kicked the field goal. So here we are. I need him to run another one in. I tell you what, Christian McCaffrey, Drew, you let me know when you're ready to capitulate on that one. Okay. Jalen Waddle. I'm super excited about Jalen Waddle. He is the man in Miami. He's the number one dude. He got 95 yards. Didn't get a touchdown, but please don't grab the microphone. Thank you, my dear. I love you very much. And then JMO. I thought this was the week that JMO was finally going to get it done. But he'll probably – what do you want? Don't touch? Don't touch. All right, I got it. JMO did get it done. 6 catches, got the 3 points on the yardage, and then in the box for the touchdown. Love that. And then Jackson Smith and Jigba. I mean, what can I say about the guy? He's just on fire. Let's pull up his player card for the season so far.
Yeah, you did tell me to draft him in another league, and I wasn't. I think Sam Darnold was my problem, but JSN,
he's reformed. Sam Darnold's reformed, man.
Well, I guess when you have JSN, that alleviates all problems that you have as quarterback because he's shucking and ducking, and JSN's doing everything else.
And then, are you ready to say anything nice about Tyler Warren yet, or still no?
Dude, I love Tyler Warren. You know this. That's my favorite team this year. You know that. And
It's
he
true.
did a great job. He came so close to double-digit points again.
I tell you what,
Every week he's a solid
8 or 9.
single-digit scorer.
Oh, ho
Yeah,
hum 8 or
every
9
week.
for the tight end. Ouch.
Yeah, yeah. He's beasting, man. I love him. Dude's great.
Shout out to the Atlanta. Whoever's keeping the time clock in Atlanta, definitely let that thing go an extra second after the ball had hit the ground. I see you over there. Yeah, Tyler Warren, I'm super thrilled about him. Obviously, the team is good, man. Who am I over here? I'm blessed. Lamar's coming back. He's got the bye next week. Should be back after that. He'll be back in the lineup. And then my buddy Rashee Rice is coming back to play next week as well. Logan, do you want to look at my team as you sweat to see if Buffalo is going to go kick this field goal?
Yeah, I would love nothing more.
Hook and ladder alert. Sorry to cut you off. Go ahead.
Yeah, you just let me know if something good happens because I'm on a little bit of a delay over here.
Yeah, we're on the 41. We're driving our own 41, heading over, getting ready to get in field goal range so we can kick that field goal and miss the onside kick. Go ahead.
Love to hear it. Yep, that's what Matt Prater does, baby. Rashee Rice is going to probably plug in for JMO in your lineup, I would guess.
Yeah.
And once you get Lamar back, yeah, it's a good team, even though it has Kyle Pitts on it. I saw him catch a pass and basically just crumple into a pile of nothing earlier,
I dropped
and it made me laugh.
For Kyle Pitts. I can't remember who it was, but somebody was dropped.
I do find it funny that
Logan, I'm sorry to cut you off, Drew. Drew will come back to you.
Let it rip.
Huge run by Josh Allen. We are at, I believe, the 25. After they thought they were going to spike it, Josh Allen snaps, drops back. Nobody's open. Running. Trying to get out of bounds. All right. There it is. Yep. At the 25, out of bounds. Are we going to take the early field goal like a smart team?
Nope.
We're not.
We're going to go for that damn touchdown. We're going to screw Logan. That's what we're going to do.
57 seconds left, guys. We gotta play smarter here. You need 2 scores. You have to kick the field goal. All right, Josh Allen, shotgun, drops back, looks to throw, nobody open, looks out to his right, finds a man on the sideline, another 10 yards.
And it's Matt Prater.
First down?
9 yards were given, not 10.
They're going to go for it on 4th is what they're going to do.
This is great television. Yeah, he's in there. It's good. All right. He knocked over the pylon cam. That's kind of disrespectful. We're at the 15.5-yard line going in. 51 seconds remaining in the game. 2nd and 1. Guys, we need a field goal. Gee, I know. You're sleepy. All right. Do you think I got a shot to win my game? I know, let's be selfish over here. Oh, pass tipped, intercepted. Game over. Son of a gun. Logan, I'm sorry.
I tried to tell you about this Josh Allen guy, man. Put your most reliable player in there, Matt Prater.
You got to honestly
Angels envy before the game.
And I'm not just rooting for Logan because he's been so kind and shared his time with us on this here podcast. You have to kick the field goal. You need 2 scores to win the game. What are we doing?
I've heard from people that are Buffalo fans that say Sean McDermott is the reason that they never make it any farther in the playoffs. So, maybe there's something to it.
I will say that if you end up recovering the onside kick, you're almost in field goal range. So, yeah, it doesn't matter. You got to score twice anyway. It doesn't matter. Now, obviously, for Logan, it matters, but for the Bills as a real football team, it doesn't. Yep. You're that close, you go for the touchdown. So, Matt Prater, let me look this up here. He's droppable. I'd be on the hunt for a new kicker after that.
Okay.
Oh,
it's just me. Kickers aren't real people. I just trade them, dump them, don't care.
That's wrong.
Yeah.
What's wrong?
Yeah, I'll see
you
if I
got
can
beat by a
trade the
guy
guy that
without
just got 2 points.
Don't touch.
Yeah, there you go.
All right, talk about tsunami for me, gentlemen. We got to get this game knocked out. No offense, I got this little one. Then we got to make picks for next week. So
you were asking if you have a chance to win this, and you do. You do, because Washington just got a touchdown.
Yeah.
So we still have a whole quarter of football. Caleb Williams, like you said, he could run one in, tie the sucker up, some more yards. You do have a chance to win this. Yeah.
All right.
So
Love that for me. Logan, do you think this is, if Tsunami holds on here, pulls this thing out, is this a sign of things to come, more wins in the hopper? I said after his week 1 victory, he wasn't going to lose another game. Do you agree with me here or no?
He's definitely not a 1-4 team, regardless if he holds on for this one or not. Mahomes has been rushing a lot this year. He's been actually a very pleasant surprise. Saquon has not been, but Garrett Wilson is going to be injured for the next couple weeks, I believe, which actually helps with the roster decisions because, actually, Ibuka is probably going to be out too. So I take that back. He might be starting Juwan Jennings. We might be in trouble. But it's going to be the Mahomes, Saquon, and A-Chan show. I forgot that Marvin Harrison also got a concussion.
Woody Marks
those
on the bench.
OSU boys, they just, they love to stick together. And the fact that all 3 of them are going to be hurt in the same week is remarkable. Brock Bowers needs to get healthy. Okay, maybe this team isn't quite as potent as we were thinking, but he's still better than his record indicates.
Yeah, I think so too. Woody Marks is coming back, and he could be a factor as well. I agree with you. When you got Cameron Dicker getting 17 points, anything is possible, guys. Am I right?
Get off my TV, Bijan.
that's right.
Logan,
I think we need to, since we have Logan here, I think we do have to real quick run down the next week, right?
Yeah. We got to do it. Stand by. Hold on. I got a graphic for you. Bear with me.
I'll propose to God and everybody here and all 15 potential viewers. I think next week, if G could hang on for maybe like the last 15 or 20 for the cast, I think we can go down the list, check all the buys. Do we have that capability? What do you think, Mike?
I don't know how much time I got. If we run through that quickly, perhaps.
No, next week.
Oh yeah.
I think we need to. I like the transition we have going here. How about that? I think we need to move into next week picks, maybe a tad earlier, and then we can get the full spectrum because we just got to run it down this week because we got the Bandits at the Sharks. Who you got, Logan?
Hold on.
Sharks.
Hold on. We're 2-2 right now. All right. And here, I got your graphic right here. All right, go ahead. Logan, who you got?
I thought it was 3-1, Logan. You screwed it up for me. He's got you, Mike. I also am I'm rolling with the U train. Although I do believe Lamar's on the bye, right? Not coming back next week. He's on
Lamar's
bye.
on the bye, but I got Caleb Williams over there doing his thing. So
yeah, I can live with that. Mike, who you got?
I got myself,
No boy. Yep.
There we go.
0-2 on counting on yourself. There we go. Replacements at the club. Do we really need to
no.
We need to say this out loud and embarrass?
I hope not.
No analysis required.
Okay. Yeah, I think we're in unison there. I think we got that one. That will not be in the quad box. We're counting our chickens before they hatch there, Logan. The Regulators at the Titans. Got to take the show on the road. Who you guys got? I need to hear some analysis here.
I'll go first. I got Titans, man. I think, they're moving to 6-0. It's a confident team. It's a good team. I know the Regulators score a ton of points, but they have a hard time getting wins. I'm going Titans.
I got the Regulators. The rain is over.
Okay.
I like it. I thought you were going to take the Titans there, Logan. My heart says I got to take the Titans. The odds say I got to take Titans, so that's what I'm going to do. But I wanted to make sure we did have somebody on the Regulators on that one.
Yeah,
solid move there. Interesting. Tsunami moving to potentially allegedly 2-4, maybe against the winless Renegades. Logan,
We're not on upset
Big
alert
wave.
here. We're going with the tsunami.
you got the big wave, Mike.
Yeah, I'm in agreement, and we need parity for the show, but it's not here, guys. I'm sorry. Renegades they're not a team that is in danger of threatening right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna take the Renegades.
Okay, all right.
And I'm not doing it just to be different. I'm doing it because the tsunami. Ever since he was told he wouldn't lose a game this year, the only person he's beaten is you. So I think now that he's potentially, allegedly, if he pulls off this victory, he goes back to the old ways, and I'm going to take the Renegades.
I don't want you guys to look now. I don't know if you're still watching or if Logan, you've got a hole in your TV right now or not. But Chicago was driving until Caleb Williams just fumbled the snap. All right, continue. Go ahead.
Let me fix this hole in the TV so I can see that replay.
Yeah, I think it's
he got it back, but we're gonna kick another field goal. It's gonna be great. Go ahead.
Too bad you don't have Chicago's kicker, Logan.
Right.
All right, the not Bushwhackers playing me. Where are we at?
Logan, you go first.
Yeah, I got Drew in this one. He's got Cam Scattaboo. What else do you need?
That's a great point.
The man, the myth.
Mike, what are you feeling?
I cannot. You're right. You know what? I was gonna go slingshots until you mentioned Cam Scattaboo. I can't go against the man until he gives me a reason to. I can't do it.
I like it.
They are fun to watch. I know you guys were talking about it. I wasn't paying attention. Giants are fun to watch with those two.
Fun.
It sucks they don't have neighbors.
That was my favorite Thursday night game in a long time.
Yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
was solid.
You'd have to name the kid Cam. We'll see.
Can't be ruled out. All right, stay tuned to the Monday Night Quarterback for more updates on that. I love that. All right, Drew, who you got?
I hate betting on myself, but I'm feeling it. I got to win. I guess I'll take myself grudgingly.
He's riding high. High
by 1 point. I'll take I tied him last year. So, you know what? Is there a tie? Can we put it in the middle?
Look at you fact checking. I'm taking the Kings for the next game. I think the Kings are formidable. I think the Coyotes are a paper tiger. I think this is a coin flip game. I'm taking Kings.
Logan, Coyotes at Kings.
Yeah, we're going Coyotes.
Yeah.
Amon-Ra against Tampa Bay. That game's going to be a total shootout. He probably scores a couple touchdowns. Yeah, give me the Coyotes to get back on the good side. Josh Allen will probably make me eat my words, though.
He probably will. I got to go with the Coyotes as well. Can't argue with the record. Still higher than the Kings in points by about 20. So, yeah, I'll roll with the Coyotes.
Love it.
Josh Allen will be on a bye, so.
Can't make you eat your words. Perfect.
Not till week 8, at least.
I don't love my pick in that regard. Dang it.
Too late. Coyotes are
we have a flip-flopper?
No. We're good.
You running for Congress? You going to flip-flop?
Not yet. I haven't decided to announce any potential run for anything. Say hi. Can you say hi?
Hi, G.
Logan's gonna have a son, so just keep that in mind. But maybe you can meet him someday. That'd be fun, right? Yeah. You tell him congrats. You want to blow him a kiss? All right, Monday Night Quarterback. Logan, it's been a pleasure. Always love having you on here. We would love to have you on here again sometime soon. Drew, man, it's an honor every single time. I appreciate you guys making a little adjustment to record earlier in the day. 10:30 signing off. I can get this kid to bed at a decent, reasonable hour. Thank you. You guys got any parting words? I got a little something before we take off.
I would just like to say I would have rather watched that horror show of the Falcons game and my matchup. I wouldn't have rather watched it with anybody else. I don't know if that sentence was grammatically correct, but I think you get the point. And the two listeners that are still remaining, I think you get the point as well. Thank you very much.
Yeah. Put your head down. Put your head down.
Yeah. Normally I'm watching you beat me at this hour. So it's mildly gratificating.
Gratificating. That's
Very,
good.
very gratifying.
I'm not even drinking. Yeah. I'm not even on the athletic non-brew beer here. But yeah, no, it was gratifying. Let's try it again, to watch somebody else lose on the podcast other than myself. So, hate it for you, Logan. I really do. I don't know if I got that out. And to the F Meister and the family, hope the episode made the cut for him.
Yeah, man. It's been a pleasure. Thank you both for sharing this evening. We love the Monday nights. We do. Hey, man, we're just signing off. We wish Uncle Joe, all the prayers and thoughts for him. Love that dude. And we appreciate everybody hanging with us. Monday Night Quarterback will be back to recap week 7 as the show adjusts and navigates going forward. Maybe looking ahead a little bit more than looking back as we're talking here as we go. You gents have a great night. All you listeners have a great night as well. Good luck in week 7, coaches. Until then, see ya.